Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to do the task of how to count the total value inserted into your cookie, that is shopping cart. Okay, so guys, as you can see that cart is currently now empty. So now what we have to do is that we have to set it, like once I add to cart, the time this cart value should become 1. If I add another one, it should become 2. Like that we have to do with it. So guys, for that we will continue from our blog itself. So here in this blog post I have completed that, it's here itself. So let me scroll it and you can see that counting all the data or products added into your cart of cookie. So guys, now first we will go to our custom JS file and paste that function, this function. So as simple. So let us copy this and let's move to our code. As you can see, this was our custom JS file. So at the beginning I will paste that function. So as you can see, this is add to cart code. So once we click add to cart code, what it should happen, it should load this function. So let's copy this. After successfully calling the success adding the cart to your cart shopping cart cookie, after success it should load this function, it should call this function. So cart load function should be called. At that time it will call this query, right? So for that query calling we have to start with this URL. So load cart data. So let us copy this URL and get using get method. So you will go to web.php and you will see that. So guys, for this we will go to our blog itself and see that below thing. Let's add a route and call this. So let me copy this, copy and paste. That's it. So once it's pasted, we'll go to our cart controller where we'll call this cart load by Ajax. Okay, so now what we will do, we'll scroll down and we will copy this same thing. So we'll copy this function for calling our detail of whatever shopping cart we have added. Let's click on it and let's go below. Let me minimize and now let's paste it. So if the cookie is you're using, make sure you have included that at the top, and then this is the shopping cart. And now so we have already, if that is added, if the cookie is there, it will load this function, else it will load this function. So guys, for this output we will test now itself. Okay, because right now there is no data in this cookie. As you can see, the cart is empty, right? So the cart is empty now. So we will work on with this. So as you can check that we are calling this cart load. Cart load has been called over here and you have reached to the cart controller function by Ajax load, and in this we are executed with this content, and then we are passing this cart load variable with the encode and then echoing that and returning to this same success message. Okay, so in this success message we are passing one basket item count class that should be become blank once if it is coming new, and then parse that response which we are getting and parse and remove the value of it. After removing that value, we will break that value into total carts of its variable. So this variable total cart you are calling this. So calling this variable over here. So that variable you are storing somewhere else in some other format. Done. So now this is the basket item count. In this variable you are appending this data. So guys, now where is this count? So we will check the blog itself. As you can see, you have to include this code anywhere inside your navbar. So let's copy this and go to our navbar. So this is our navbar over here, cart. I have already done with that. So let me go and paste once again. Let's open this, and as you can see, this is product view page. This is the product view page, and we have extended this file. So let me go to front end layout. So this is the extended file, and inside this you can find the navbar over here, front end navbar. Let's go to this front end navbar, and this is the navbar code. Okay, so and here we have to paste it. Let's paste that cart, and then let me load it. As per your design, you have to keep it. So let me load. Cool. So there is no much difference. So only I have used span, and there is not much things. So guys, now what you are seeing, this basket count item. So this basket count item class you have to include over your nav item. Okay, over this the span will be changing according to it. So the design is this, right? So let me copy this design, copy and paste into your JS. So let's paste that over here. That's it. Let's save this and let's reload the page. So if it's reload also doesn't bother, because we have defaultly set as 0, because this function is loading when it is add to cart button is clicked. So that time it will load. Okay, so now let us click to add to cart. Let us click on it. I have clicked. Cool, it's added to cart, and let's see that it's turned to 1. Cool. So guys, it is perfect now, and let me add another product. So remember this, we will not add this product, and we will add another product. So let's reload. That was because, okay, so now guys, it is showing, see here, it is still 0 because it is calling the function when it is added to cart. So we will call directly this function outside also. So let us copy this and set the function. Where is it? Okay, so we will call this inside one more thing, document dot, let's use shortcut jqdoc, ready, and call this function, right? So let's call this one at the below and remove this code. So let's remove this, or else don't get confused, just leave it like that only. If you know much about things, we should not use this many times, but you can utilize it, not a problem. Okay, so let's save this and load the page. Now if we load the page, cool, it will be 1, 0 and 1 here guys, here it goes. So now let's view this Redmi K20. Let's view the detail, and now let us add to cart. So it's now 1. Let us add to cart. Cool, it's 2 now, done. So guys, this is how we are counting the cookies value in it. So you can see the controller, cart controller, where we are adding that, counting the cookie. So if there is some value in this shopping cart cookie, that time it will encode that. Encoding, after that we will are using count function to count how many records are inserted in it, and then viewing in a variable and sending that by encoding the data with the echo. Okay, and then after this returning, you are getting back to your JS code with the success, and through that we are parse JSON function, we are breaking that and getting the output by array format and printing into a class. So this is simple. And here guys, so finally we have completed with this how to count the total cart values inserted into it. And in next video we'll be learning further things which we'll be seeing in this cart options, right? Like increment or decrement of the quantity and removal of the quantity, clear the cart at once, the things, many things we'll be learning into it. So guys, in this video that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.